One minute, you're their favorite person. The next, you're the villain in their twisted story. Maybe you finally stopped playing their game, set a boundary, pulled back, or just refused to be manipulated. And now they're losing control. And that's when things get nasty. So what desperate tactics do they use when they realize they can't control you anymore? Why do they suddenly act like you're the villain when all you did was try to defend yourself? And most importantly, how do you protect yourself from their next move? Well, stick with me, because once you see these 3 tactics for what they are, you'll never fall for them again. Hey, my friend, in case we haven't met yet, my name is Reece, and I've spent the last 30 years immersed in the world of toxic relationships, studying them professionally, enduring them personally, and discerning them biblically. And now it is my mission to help you navigate life's toughest ties and break free from codependency biblically. So I'd appreciate it if you'd hit that subscribe button. And while you're down there, grab a copy of our free Narcissist Survival Guide. I'll go ahead and include a link in the description box below. When a narcissist can't manipulate you anymore, they don't just walk away quietly. No. They panic. Because for them, it's never about love, fairness, or mutual respect. It's all about control. So I want you to imagine a gambler who's been winning every hand at the table, suddenly realizing that they're all out of chips. Do they just accept defeat and go home? No, of course not. They double down, make reckless moves, and sometimes even cheat, desperate to regain what they've lost. And that's exactly how a narcissist behaves when they lose control of you. They'll escalate their manipulation, pull out every dirty trick in the book, and weaponize your emotions against you, all in an attempt to pull you back in. Not because they love you, but because they want to control you. And if you're not prepared, you actually might fall right back into the same toxic cycle. So here are 3 things that narcissists do when they can't manipulate you anymore, and how to protect yourself so you never fall for their nonsense again. Tactic number 1 reminds me of a child throwing a temper tantrum when they don't get what they want. One minute they're demanding, the next they're wailing, acting as if the world is unfair and everyone is against them. And that's exactly what happens when a narcissist realizes they can't control you anymore. That's right, they play the victim. And this isn't just this obviously overt, woe is me manipulation. No. This is a full-blown script flip, where suddenly they become the wounded one. They're the ones who now have hurt and trauma and devastation from what you caused. And it's not bad enough that they make you feel guilty for setting boundaries. They spread a sob story to anyone who will listen, because remember, narcissists are all about attention. But now they create this incredibly believable narrative where you're the one who has caused them so much hurt, trauma, and devastation. Maybe you finally stand your ground and say, I can't do this anymore. And suddenly the person who manipulated, gaslit, and drained you is now claiming you're the abuser. They'll say things like, oh, after everything I've done for you, this is how you treat me? Or, I guess I was never good enough for you. Or, you're so cold, you've changed, I don't even recognize you anymore. Or maybe they attack you with more aggressive victim-like responses where they threaten to harm themselves if you don't stop, or claim that you're causing them panic attacks. Narcissists will stop at nothing to try and regain control when you're slipping away. They've spent years building this facade where they get you wrapped around their little finger, but now you're seeing through their facade. And this isn't simply in your own imagination. In fact, the Bible has a lot to say about manipulative people who play the victim. In fact, Proverbs 26, verses 24 through 26 states that people may cover their hatred with pleasant words, but they are deceiving you. They pretend to be kind, but don't believe them. Their hearts are full of many evils. While their hatred may be concealed by trickery, their wrongdoing will be exposed in public. Manipulative people mask their true intentions with smooth words and fake kindness. They cry victim while secretly working against you. But fret not, my friend. Their deception will come to light. It always does. So how do you protect yourself? Well, in the meantime, don't fall for the guilt trap. This is just an act to make you question yourself. Secondly, stick to your boundaries. I want you to remind yourself why you set them in the first place. And lastly, I want you to resist the urge to explain. Narcissists don't want understanding. They want control. Number 2, imagine breaking free from a toxic contract and the company's CEO goes out of their way to ruin your reputation so that no one else will hire you. That's what narcissists do when they lose control. They attack your character so that you lose credibility with others, and they do this through the smear campaign. They twist half-truths to make themselves look innocent and you look crazy. They spread lies to mutual friends, family, and even church members. And they will double down on playing the victim to others to gain sympathy and make you look like the heartless one. And this can be distressing if you are not prepared. One day, the people that you thought loved you and are treating you normally, the next day, they're giving you these weird looks, avoiding you, and suddenly concerned about your well-being, asking you how things are going with so-and-so. Why are they doing this? Well, because the narcissist has been scheming behind your back. They're telling others exaggerated versions of their hurt and conveniently leaving out the truth from your side. And now people are treating you differently and even accusing you of being unreasonably harsh with this person. It can be incredibly destabilizing, especially if you need someone to talk to and you're left alone and isolated. And that's the plan of the narcissist. They want to cut you off from all support. One, because they're wicked. Two, because it also serves to pigeonhole you into coming crawling back to them. So you find yourself defending yourself and trying to get others to understand the magnitude of their manipulation. But my friend, I want to encourage you to stop. Just as you were once deceived by the evil, manipulative behavior of this person, so now are others. And they will likely not see what you're seeing until God gives them eyes to see it. And the important part is that you're seeing it. So now, what are you going to do with it? Try to brush it under the rug, find the good in them, or yield to the knowledge that you've been given. Because Psalm 140 verse 3 says, they make their tongues as sharp as serpents. The poison of vipers is on their lips. Make no mistake, my friend, these people don't care about you and how their actions are impacting you. So, how do you protect yourself? Well, number one, don't defend yourself to everyone. The truth, it will eventually reveal itself. Secondly, let silence be your friend. The more you explain, the more ammunition that you give them to twist your words. And lastly, let your actions speak. Those who really know you or really care to know you won't be fooled by the gossip. And number three, I want you to picture a fisherman who's lost his best bait. He throws everything in the water, hoping something, anything, will take the hook. And that's what a narcissist does when they can't control you anymore. They try to provoke you into reacting. They push your buttons to get a reaction. They resurrect old accusations with a new dramatic flair. They try to make you look bad by baiting you into lashing out. And once you do, that reaction will forever be used against you. And if I know you, they don't even have to bring it up again. My friend, you're going to be struggling with it for weeks, wondering if you're the actual problem, believing you're the one with the issue, when the truth is they provoked you. And this happens more often than you think, which is why the infamous no contact only gets you so far in your healing. Look, I get it. You're finally moving on. Maybe you left this person, or at the very least, you no longer give in to their manipulative behavior. Life's more peaceful, and then out of nowhere, you get this nasty text, a guilt-tripping email, or a sudden appearance at your job or church, or a strategically crafted encounter with a mutual friend. Well, the goal? Well, that's to create an in, to start that process all over again. Yep, take it from the top. First course, victim narrative. Well, I guess you never really cared about me. Wow, you're just going to ignore me? Well, that's showing who you really are. Oh, I just want closure. You owe me at least that. But here's what Proverbs 26:4 says. Do not answer a fool according to his folly, or you yourself will be just like him. My friend, do whatever you have to do to gain control of your reactions and your emotions. Do not react. This is exactly what they want. And if you need help, I've created an entire online course called Master Powerful Tactics to Gain Control when Triggered into a Toxic Argument. And you're definitely going to want to check that out. So I'll include the link in the description box below. Now, I wish I could say that their manipulative tactics ended there. But these are just the tip of the iceberg. Narcissists have an entire arsenal of deception, from fake apologies to relentless gaslighting, all designed to pull you back under their control. Don't make it easy for them. But trust me, the moment it becomes too much work, they're going to move on to their next target. So tell me, have you ever experienced any of these tactics? Which one was the hardest for you to overcome? Let us know in the comments below. And the moment you stop playing their game, the narcissist loses their grip. And that's when they become the most dangerous. That's when you start to see their true colors more than ever before. And if you want to know how to handle narcissists exactly the way Jesus did, go ahead and check out this episode right here. And don't forget to grab a copy of your free Narcissist Survival Guide. The link will be in the description box below.